Hello, my fellow Filmigos. It's me, Paulie Popcorn. I'm here to review for Filmigos.com G.I. Joe Retaliation. That's right, the sequel to none other than G.I. Joe. Not that I remember the first movie because I fell asleep during it. It was, so horrible. And if you remember the first movie, not that you probably do, but they kind of had some love interest, some like family subplot in there. I don't know. I still can't remember. I'm still a little fuzzy on it. But they kind of got away from that side of the story and really jacked up the macho meter. They brought in Dwayne the Rock Johnson. They continued with Channing Tatum, probably because of his like phenomenal dancing skills, and they even incorporated Ashton Kutcher's stepdad, Bruce Willis. Yeah, he's in here for some reason. I don't know. I guess maybe he needs some money. And they also included Adrianne Palicki. In case you didn't know, she was supposed to play Wonder Woman in the TV show that never got picked up. I don't know why, because she really knows how to pop my popcorn, if you know what I mean. She's pretty easy on the eyes. This movie takes place a few years after the first one and introduces a couple of new bad guys in the whole Cobra mix. And basically what they're trying to do is break out Cobra Commander, and Cobra Commander, of course, wants to, in typical G.I. Joe fashion, take over the entire world using some, like, big, giant, mechanical, outer space device. Sorry if I ruined the subplot, like, you've never seen the cartoon before. And, so basically that's what the G.I. Joes are trying to do, is trying to save the world from total domination. While watching this film, the action wasn't really all that great. It was your typical like booms and kabooms and your bings and your bangs, all the usual action tropes. These big guys and like big guns and big tanks and like blowing stuff up. Which is all cool. It's not bad, but however, there's this one scene that has like some really cool wire fu fighting in there with SnakeEyes, and everyone knows SnakeEyes, especially from the movies or even the toys if you collected them. He's basically on the side of the mountain fighting a whole horde of like ninjas, and he's just like swinging through the mountains and like chopping people. You should see it just for that part. That's actually pretty cool, and I kind of enjoyed it. But overall, it had like a lot of really bad acting in it. You could just tell that these actors were just there and just like having fun with it and weren't taking it too seriously. At least that's how I felt. I don't know. You got like Bruce Willis in there. He usually does a better job. I mean, he's been in Expendables and Expendables 2 and some other movie where he's like on a plane or a building. It's Die Hard. We all know Die Hard. I have to admit, there is one thing about this movie that I did like, and it appealed to the child in me. Now, I used to collect all the G.I. Joes, the figures, and all the little cool vehicles. And watching the movie, I could be like, oh, there's that helicopter, there's that tank, and there's that big missile thing. I'm like, oh, that's really kind of cool. But, unfortunately, overall, the movie really didn't do it for me. Yeah, it's got some like really cool action in it, but not worthy of going to see it in the theater. So, my vote, I have to give it a rent. Why a rent? And not just like completely avoid it? Well, let me tell you why. I think this is actually kind of like a really good, just like, sit back, relax on your couch, watch it on the TV, and just like, just forget about everything else. I think it's actually perfect that way. So, like I said, rent it, wait for it, comes out on streaming, it's all for you. Thank you. And this is Paulie Popcorn with Filmigos.com, and be sure to go to Filmigos.com to vote on any other film that you've seen recently. Thank you.